We are going to take a look at ES, Tesla, maybe the VIX, and the dollar. So hold on tight, stick around. We got a lot to show. This is Option Center. Welcome. If you're new here, go down to that bottom right hand corner, hit that Option Center logo, and subscribe. Thanks for joining. You guys, the Bulls' time is running out. That's the point of this video. I'm telling you, this is setting up. It's not looking good. And this bounce today was just another setup for the Bears. All right, so now I'll show you why a little bit later. I think we had our 50%. The alert just went off. Anyway, okay, ES on the monthly time frame. We have this secondary trend line here that has a few nice touches there. Well, we're holding on that trend line on the monthly time frame. Okay, that's giving us a potential ascending triangle, with the 4100 area being the top. Will we get there? I don't really think so, but we'll look on lower time frames to show you what's going on. Right now, the monthly time frame is testing that 8 EMA from underneath. We have one more week, and don't forget, we have the quarterly ending on next week as well. So we have a lot ending. Maybe price holds up until the quarterly candle ends. We'll check that out next week. So don't forget to hit that notification button, and that will notify you whenever I put these videos out. We put these videos often, so if you're new here, you can check them out. We like to update. It's like a storyline. It's as the market gives us more information, we put it together like a puzzle, and it's bearish right now. So we have the weekly time frame. We have the ascending triangle that broke down. We have lower highs, lower lows. If you look at the MACD, we're right into resistance. We are trying to make a bearish crossover, but you can consider us in a neutral area right at that zero line. The RSI, it's not strengthening. I believe this is signifying a bear type wedge or a bear flag. You see the channel that I drew up there. Okay, and we drew in our triangle here, the white line, and this is a channel bottom, the same line that I was talking about earlier on the turquoise, in the turquoise line. And so we're triangulating inside of there. Doesn't mean that this is a triangle pattern. It can be, but it doesn't really match up with the NASDAQ. Anyway, you could count this as this being the bottom, this A, B, C. This is a three-way move up here for C. C would end here, D, and finally E. And that would be the 50-60% retracement right here where E would end, and we go lower. And that means that we would have an impulse wave to the downside to start off our bear. But I have a different count, and I think this is a 1-2-1-2 setup. So either way, we're looking for further downside. Let's go over to the daily. The daily trend is our friend. And you guys, don't forget to hit the like button. Hit that like button. It really helps out getting these algorithms moving with YouTube. You know how that goes. That's what they like to see. All right. So on this one, you can see triangulation here. Same thing with RSI, triangulation. Let's dig a little deeper. We've been going right up around this POC, which is a volume node. And we're pushing off the 200 MA right now. So, you know, it seems like we're ending the week. If you stick to the daily time frame, it seems like we are pushing up from here. That this is, and the bulls will argue that this is a leading diagonal for a 1-2 setup. Okay? And that's it. I can see that. I get it. That's the other way around. We have to keep that in mind. We have that bull crossover here. So if you're bullish on the market, this is your setup, and you put your stop underneath this, or the point of control, the 200-day moving average. But on the lower time frames, we have something else going on. And you see, we had these wedges, these two crisscross lines here. Those were two significations of this this trend going up here. We broke down from it, back tested, broke down, back tested again, and in my opinion, is heading lower. If we go to 65, we'll start to see what I am considering a bear setup. And I'll show you the bull setup as well, of course. If we go down, let's pull up this hourly. Now, it appears we're still in this channel. We pushed off it today. We got a nice little scalp in today. We had a kind of a diagonal heading here, which leads into what I'm getting at. But this is a bear flag. We're still in the bear flag. This impulsive move down, bear flag, and continuation to the downside is what we're looking for. Now, if you notice, if we go down to even lower time frame, I think we should do 15 minutes should be fine. On the 15 minute, if you look into these waves, might even have to do the 5. Let's see what we get here. If you look into the waves, we knew that we had a 3-wave move down. So it looks corrective, but it was impulsive. So we had a 3-wave move down, 3-wave move up, 3-wave move down. You see this nice impulsive one? That's what most people started playing to the upside because it was an A, B, and it looks like 5 waves, right? So a C, and then you think it goes further from there. Well, that fakes people out. We had another low, which made this a 3-wave move. All right, so you with me? We have 1, 2, 3, and now a 3-wave move up for 4, getting real tight into a wedge here. A 3-wave move for 5, and that completes the move. That's where 5 waves down. It's called a leading diagonal. Okay, I can't count this any other way. You can't. This is not a 3-wave move. This is a 5-wave move down for leading diagonal, and all of the waves are a series of 3s. And now we have a correction for an A, B, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I think this may be complete here. If we somehow counted this wrong and we need one more wave up, then we're ready for that. We are hedged over the weekend, but we are looking to press to the downside going into the weeks and months further. So we've been waiting for this time. Let's go over to SPY real quick so you can kind of see this. I know a lot of people trade SPY. I trade SPY as well. We use futures, and this might be better for your sake to see what I was talking about. And you see the same kind of appearance here where we're in a bear flag, and you notice that I already had highlighted this 50-60% retracement. We reached that area and are rejecting off from that right now. If we put on the Elliott wave, the bearish count here, that's the zone that we're looking at. Okay, and this would be our leading diagonal, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that would be a 1, 2 setup into next week. If we decide to go a little bit higher on Monday, which is pretty typical, and have a reversal candle, then that 397 would be our next point for an objective short there. All right. Now, if we check out the VIX, let's see what's going on here. VIX, it was rejected off of this triangle. We saw that coming. That's part of the reason why we went long for the pullback, but I don't think this is going to last. We're setting up for a 1-2 setup here as well, and we start to go higher. As the next few weeks come about, I do expect to break this range here, and that's going to be a very exciting move for the VIX, but it's going to be very bad for the market. So keep an eye on that. The dollar is giving us some warnings as well. Let's try that again. The dollar is trying to give some warnings as well. So we're getting a little bit of lift off here. We had a breakout from the wedge, a nice 5-wave move up, and now a 3-wave move to correct. And now we're looking for either an impulse move to the upside for a wave 3 or a wave C that would end off everything. So this is going to be some influence on the market as well. So if the VIX is bullish and the dollar is bullish, we have some things to look out for. So let's go ahead and look at Tesla. Tesla, we've been shorting. It's been giving us shorts over and over. And we're going to be looking for this one coming up next week as well. It's doing very similar things as what the market is doing. So you'll see that we have the same thing. We have a leading diagonal. We have this three-wave move down to give you that impression that that's a correction. And then a nice big move there. That messed us up. That move up here. So we had to get out real quick. And now a three-wave move down. And then within here, there's another three waves. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 wave move down. And we do expect some sort of pullback. Tesla's typically a little bit more erratic. It's more volatile. So we don't expect a full pullback. But if we do, the 60% retracement should be, I think I already put it on there. Yeah, it should be around this 194 to 95 area into Monday. Maybe if Tesla's really strong and kind of pulls the market up while everything else is down, that sort of thing on Monday, and kind of ekes out a new high on Monday, we'll look for turnaround Tuesday in order to get a much deeper downside move. All right, anything else? We could look at QQQ just to kind of finish off the conversation. It's a little bit different because it's been so strong, but just as a visual, I think we have a 1-2 setup, and so just counted a little bit different, held on to that channel for dear life. And we're short QQQ specifically because we think that the rotation has begun. Today, the small caps were a little bit stronger. The QQQ could not get off of this line. So I don't expect much more upside here. I think that this one is going to be the leader from now on until we go to new lows. Okay? Yeah, it's been time. And then I think the small caps are going to be in their wave 4s and 5s. So it's going to be a little bit more just kind of holding the market there. I don't think the small caps have a whole lot more to give. I think it's time for tech to do it. And if you're a bull and things start turning bullish, it should be the opposite. It should be small caps that really start raging to the upside to catch up with tech. All right, so either way, we're going to be a little bit more protected, I think, with QQQ going into next week, and we'll start adding on to our shorts. All right, that's all I got for you guys. Thanks for joining us here. Don't forget to like the video, and we will talk to you this weekend.